Hi everybody, I'm Chia Roscurro, and so funny thing, I would describe myself as like a pretty casual Magic the Gathering player. I definitely think about it more than I actually play it, right? One of those kinds of things. We've all got stuff like that. Um, but recently I got the itch to play again, and I was like, well, Arena is. I already have my old decks on here, and I can play it without actually spending any money. So isn't that, that's like a reasonable thing to do. Something I forgot during the course of this, and it's empty now, but you see this little inbox button up here? Oh, it's actually not empty now. So it turns out, when they release a new set, they like give you free cards from it, and I forgot about this. Um, I these are all dated to like earlier this month, which I think is just incorrect. But I don't know, maybe something weird's going on. Point is, I believe Edge of Eternity, which is the oldest set that they've got in here, that came out like. Let me just type this into Google real quick. Came out like last year, right? I should have checked this beforehand, but you know. Uh, Proving strangely difficult to find this information. Let me see here. Released on. Okay, this was actually only a couple months ago. I don't know what I'm talking about, evidently. Anyway, point being, they give you free packs. And I have kind of always wanted to do a pack opening video. Even though, obviously being a VTuber presents some logistical challenges. So I was like, well, why not, right? Like, why not? And I'm going to do these in a kind of a funky order, which is that I'm going to do the Universes Beyond stuff first, because, not to be a bit of a boomer about it, but I don't really care about these, so let's just get these out of the way first. I also don't know shit to fuck about Avatar: The Last Airbender, so like if you see your guy in here and I don't react to them, I apologize. We got a cool land out of that though. That's something. Owl creature. Who doesn't like owls, I ask you? Now, Zuko I have heard of. My understanding is that he is sort of the Sasuke of the group. Final Fantasy, I also don't know very much about, but one of my girlfriends plays Final Fantasy 14, so I have like a little bit of acquired knowledge. Like I have at least heard of Titans in the context of that series, so that's something. Chocobo racetrack, yes, of course. I don't know if I love the way that these full art cards look. There's like this whole thing, not just in Magic, but with like a lot of card games where they really like full art cards where the text is just on the art. I always think it looks kind of ugly. Like you gotta put a frame in there somewhere. Summoner's Grimoire, sure. I have one of those, but you don't see me bragging about it. And the Vatican. That's cool. Everybody loves the Vatican, except for all the people who don't. Anyway, I think I don't really know what order these are in. Actually, no, Bloomborough was like last year, wasn't it? Bloomborough and Duskmoon? I don't remember. I'll look it up and I'll title the video accordingly. But let's just do this from the front to back, I guess. I will admit that what's currently legal in standard doesn't matter that much to me because in Arena I mostly play Pioneer or Historic, which if you're not familiar is Arena's version of Modern essentially. We got spaceships. That's kind of cool. Lost in Space is a funny name for a card. A stomping ground. Oh, it's a land. You pay two. Ah, yeah, that seems pretty good. Like, actually, very good. Like the ones where you can just pay 2 life to have them enter untapped and are got 2 rares in this pack. I don't think I knew that could happen. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, that's like some kind of special card, I guess. But I mean, I do like Eldrazi. They're cool. Corral of the Void, and that's gonna be our like regular rare. But yeah, no, dual lands of any kind that you can make enter untapped in some way are always very good. Ice Till Explorer. Oh, this guy's kind of neat. You may play lands from your graveyard is always a fun effect. So, probably get something out of that. This is like another Edge of Eternity's pack. I didn't really pay attention to the logo on that one that we just opened particularly much. This has like an A25 logo on these two. Does that mean these are like only available in Arena? I don't know. The Ambassador of Evandel, an insect advisor. Whenever a land you control enters a random land card in your library, perpetually gains whenever this land becomes tapped. Draw a card. Yeah, that's Arena exclusive stuff. That's okay though. Oh yeah, of course. There's the A right here. So this is like this is like stuff you can use in the formats that let you do that. Crystal Quarry. Okay. Prototype X8 Robot Octopus. Alright. Whenever another creature you control enters, if you cast it, sacrifice it, and if you do, create a duplicate of it on the battlefield. That's kind of interesting. I don't play around with the alchemy stuff much, and even though like those cards are, I think, technically legal in Historic, I don't see them around very much. But also, I'm not very good at Historic, so, you know. Spirited Simulacrum. Is it a callback to Solemn Simulacrum? Might be. I accidentally clicked out of the window. Maybe let's do the Arena ones first then, because again, like I don't care about these quite as much as I do about the ones that are like actual Magic cards that one could theoretically own, like physically. Sure. I am kind of ignoring like the commons and uncommons in each card pack, which is not actually a good thing to do. Wild card I will always take because I can just turn that into something I actually want. No offense to any of the rares that we've pulled so far, but Pearl Lake Warden. Okay. Yeah, Arena Aether Drift. This was like the racing themed set that they did. I kind of forgot about this, to be honest. Unforgiving Overtake, you know, Ogre Cap when I couldn't even think of a punchline to that, which I think really says something about how half-assed it was. Like, write your own Uemusume joke here, I don't know. Smog Smasher. That's kind of cool. Bailout. Ooze Druid. Ooze Druid is my favorite death metal band. Highway Reaver. Scorpion Dragon is a cool pipeline, and I do like this art. So that's nice. Drawn by one Konstantin Porobov. Good job, man. What is start your engines? What? Huh. That's interesting. Anyway, I think that was the last of the alchemy sets. Yeah, these are all just like actual cards you could buy in a shop at this point. Lion Weight seems pretty okay. I don't know. Quarry Mountain Monastery. This is another one that you can like conditionally get to enter untapped. Although this kind of encourages you to play 3 colors because it's red, but they want you to have you know, plains or islands is on the field. Islands is not the plural of island. Let's see here. Orc Monk. Stun counters. Yo. I love when they print dragons at lower rarities. I like dragons. Big, like, controversial claim here. I think dragons are pretty cool. Flamehold Grappler. Interesting. Copy the next spell you cast this turn when you cast it, and you may choose new targets for the copy. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Oh, hey, they reprinted Evolving Wilds. It's a very simple card, but I've always kind of liked it. They usually give it pretty cool art, and this is, you know, Mr. Leon Tucker, or Tucker? Is that a K or an R? That's a K. Mr. Leon Tucker is definitely following in that particular tradition here. Clarion Conqueror. Cool. Cool. Another dragon. And we move on to the Aether Drift cards. What you got for me? Menace. I mean, Menace is pretty solid. Vehicles are one of those card types I never entirely got the hang of, but that's you know, that's on me. Zombie Cat. What is this? Market Backwalker. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. Huh. That seems like that could be potentially really good in like ramp decks. I will admit that I am not the best assessor of Magic the Gathering cards. I'm not exactly Nitzahone over here. Lotus Guard Disciple, cool. Muraganda. Yo, Muraganda mentioned? Okay. Uncles of Muraganda under falling skies. Yeah, okay. It's taps for colorless mana, and if you're at the maximum speed counter, you get 2 instead of 1. That's interesting. This guy's helmet looks really stupid. Sorry, man. Just telling you the truth. Count on luck. Exile the top card of your library, you may play that card this turn. Interesting. I feel like they've done a lot of this kind of effect in red over the past like 5 to 10 years, which is not a meaningful or deep statement in the slightest, but like, you know. Pioneer Masters, I think it's just reprints of like old cards. Yeah. I'm never gonna complain about a wild card. Evangel of Heliod. Interesting. Yo, Dreadbore. I know this card. Exquisite Firecraft. What is this all about? Okay. Interesting. Scythe Claw Raptor. I do love dinosaurs. Who doesn't? With all I've been saying about dragons and dinosaurs and stuff, it is maybe a little surprising that the main thing I've been playing lately is a blue-black control deck. But, you know. Let me move. Knight of the White Orchid. I remember this one. It's got very nice art. I like it when there's like a fantasy series and they have like a knight ride something that's not a horse. It's like, whoa. That's like, that makes it like 5 times more fantasy if you think about it. Guildgate. Sin Collector, who was like an Orzhov card, I assume. Foundations was like the, essentially like the core set type thing they released recently, I believe. Diregraph Ghoul, the goat. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. Okay. Target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gives flash. Oh, that seems like it might fit into aforementioned deck, actually. I'll think about that. Nowhere did I make the claim that it was a good blue-black control deck. Ravenous Amulet. Slagstorm. I mean, it seems nice and versatile. Wait, what is... Did I get like 2 copies of this or something? What's going on with this? Huh. Or is that just like a weird bug? Interesting. Aetherize. Tragic Banshee. I do like my undead creatures in this game. Yo, it's Alicia. Is this the... I'm revealing my ignorance of Magic the Gathering lore, which is a little unforgivable because Khans of Tarkir is actually where I started being like interested in the game. Isn't Alicia the trans woman? Or is that a different person who laughs at something? Somebody in the comments will tell me, I'm sure. This also seems like pretty good. So that's cool. I hope I'm right about that and have not forgotten. Yo, unidentified hover ship. Me when I'm unidentified. Sporogenic infection. Interesting, interesting. I do remember seeing these posted around, the like room enchantments, which are admittedly I don't entirely have my head around them, but the design's kind of cool, like visually speaking. Irreverent Gremlin. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Also, yo, crop circle card? That's fun. This video's running a little long, but we're almost done. Diversion Specialist. Attack in the Box. Alright, guys. It's another one of these room cards. Final Vengeance, Glasswood, Shattered Giant. Oh, hey, they reprinted Murder. That is a reprint, right? I'm not losing my mind here. This is a card that has existed before. I'm almost positive of that. Fabled Passage. Interesting. It's a land that gets you other lands. Huh. I can probably make some use of that, yeah. Oh, this one's really cool. I like this. Moonrise Cleric. Huh. Yeah, I do know Bloomburrow was the one with like the, you know, kind of red wall-y sort of thing going on. I fucking loved Redwall as a kid. That was my jam. Yo, they got a fucking crotchety rabbit drill sergeant. That's what I'm talking about. This is what Magic the Gathering needs to be. Festival of Embers. Okay. Interesting. I realize I'm mostly just saying interesting about all these cards, but, you know, cut me some slack here. This is not my forte. Three Tree City. That's interesting. It's like a land that you can use to, like, really shore up, like, typal decks. Which, at some point, the preferred terminology for those changed, and that's probably a good thing, but I only learned that recently. As an additional forage? Sacrifice a food token. That's funny. I like that. This one's got really nice art. Anyway, yeah. I don't really have anything else to show off here. I just thought it would be kind of fun to open some cards together. Hopefully you enjoyed this little excursion. And, I'll see you around. Goodbye.